Hello, everybody. So, in about 14 days, Drew Thomas the movie, or not 14 days. Why did I say 14 days? But in a couple of days, Drew Thomas the movie will be released, and Drew Thomas Friends will officially begin. These videos that I've created right here on this playlist were clearly the start of it. So I'm going to be explaining the history of when I started YouTube. You see, I first started doing like I was bored and just short videos. The longest video I've done was like a Payson Ulysses S. Grant train at St. Louis Zoo video, and it was just, the song Nothing Can Stop Us Now with the Zoo Line engine in question. Anyway, so then after that I made Thomas and the Magic House when I was gonna go to explore the rails. And then, I made the second half for, when he arrived in St. Louis. Then the final half where Thomas was at the Magic House. And then following that was the first ever episode I've created of Drew Thomas and Friends called Thomas, Percy, and the Simpsons. Which when, Thomas and Percy met Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie Simpson. And then he met the Polar Express. And some bad things happened, like he became a runaway train. He almost died in a horrible bridge accident. And he had a lot of brave moments, like when he had to fetch that coal truck from the North Pole to get the Polar Express running again. And he even then right after that, the superstation was built. And then the Simpsons and Thomas had some adventures at the superstation. And finally the Polar Express left for Christmas. And then there came Drew Thomas Christmas, Polar Express left, and finally New Year started. If you hear noise, that's just my dog barking, by the way. But anyway, so then I started to create more episodes. And then the more I created them, the longer they got. Then I made my first ever one with the Drew Thomas Home Entertainment logo, or Drew Thomas Productions logo called Thomas the Super Bowl commercials. Then Thomas and the Magic Tunnel. Then Thomas and the Easter Factory. Then I got a new logo for Drew Thomas Home Entertainment, and I gave it a brand new aspect ratio to where now I filmed it horizontally. And then I did the pandemic special, and then a bunch of other videos. My first inappropriate video of all time was Thomas and the Tragic Railroad. These early videos was back when I was trying to be kid friendly, but now I'm not. Anyway, so then The Sims Had a Day Out, Thomas Had a Big World Adventure, and many other adventures came along. And then finally, I created my first big cinematic video, Thomas and Lady's Big Chase. This was the biggest cinematic video I've done. Then I made like longer VHS parody videos, and the longest video I've created was A Day in the Life of Tex the Robot. Then I created a parody of Indiana Jones. Then I did a video to announce my live stream. And I did a whole lot more videos until I introduced the Happy Tree Friends, and Rebecca, and the other hits entertainment shows. Then I did the Doubleheader series. Then there is the Halloween series, which I made separately. Then there came the following episode of the Halloween series, which was Tom's and Percy's Candy Hangover. Then Tom's Robloxian Journey. Then Annie and Clarabelle came back. And then the Polar Express came back on Soda as well. And then Thomas and Percy were discussing Christmas specials and Christmas traditions. And Thomas Jr. said a bad word. Now, Thomas and the true meaning of Christmas was when I showed off my biblical side. Then I performed a whole song of, big things too from VeggieTales. And then I wrecked the Polar Express in this video. And Percy said goodbye to the Polar Express and hello to a new driver, Cuddles. Then they had their first adventure. And then there came the new year. And then Tom's had a movie night a couple days later. Then Soda was expanding. Thomas and Percy worked hard, carrying passengers, working at the docks, and trying to get ready for the Super Bowl. Not to mention that they were very brave at times. And while Thomas has had a couple of announcements, like he froze one time and he married Lady. Then there came another enemy, Terminator Tom. And then there came the feature presentation text flying away. And then Thomas saw VeggieTales. Then it's revealed that Thomas was a drug addict. Until finally it was time to kill off Thomas Jr. and end off the coronavirus. And then after that, Percy the Runaway, what became, another episode with Percy and Cuddles. And then I talked about, my fake mom. And then Thomas's birthday came back again. Then Thomas went to film school, tried to stop a bomb, got stuck in a traffic jam, and finally, Thomas heard about other movies and he wanted to make his own. And so, that's how I started Drew Thomas and Friends. I can't wait to see how things are going to go in the future with PB&J Otter and the Show Me trains. Goodbye, everybody.